This was not smart, but it's what has happened. Hello my loves, and thank you for joining me. It's Kirsten and we are doing March reset video. Yes, that is the video we're doing. I've just started the Romanticize My Life With Me video, which I filmed a little bit earlier in the month that I'm really excited for. But I thought, actually, you know what? While I'm looking semi-presentable, I should probably start this reset. I have the usual things that I would like to do for this video. If you've seen them previously, you know what to expect for these videos. We will be doing a little bit of bookshop. Actually, you know what? Let me put this down. This looks like it's going to spill everywhere and it's giving me anxiety just looking at this. Okay, yes. So as I was saying, in these videos, I keep them pretty similar. So what I would like to do for March's reset is do my usual book shopping. I've come to really enjoy this, and I say that every single time, but the book shopping portion of this is where I go to my local Waterstones and I just have a little browse. I don't have a strict plan of what I would like to get for this, as in like the book that I would like to read. I just have a little look around and see what calls out to me. At the time of me starting this, I'm feeling like something cutesy and fun. Whether that changes or not, I don't know, because normally I find that I'm like, oh, maybe I would like this sort of a book, and then I get there and I'm not really feeling it, and then I change my mind completely. So we'll see if that actually happens. But yeah, I'm at this moment in time, I'm feeling something cute and light and fluffy to read. That would be really nice. And then I have journals that I would like to do. I should get my journals. Hang on a moment. Okay, so my journals. I have two different journals that I do. I have my reading journal for the month. I need to set this up for the month. I actually recently got these stickers, which are really cute. I really like these. So I'm thinking that I would like to do a theme around this. I don't know what else I'm going to use. That is the primary thing that I would like to use because they just look really cute, and I feel like that's a really nice start of spring vibe. And also I want to do my Discord book club spread. So I mentioned it in February's reset that would be really handy, and I didn't know why I hadn't put it in my start of year spreads, because if you don't know, I have a Discord. It's free to join and we have a book club every single month, and I really wanted to track that, and I realized I hadn't tracked it anywhere and I hadn't created a spread. So I would like to do that, but I'd like to keep it in the theme of the starting spreads where it's like this plant vibe. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. It's just a simple spread that I would like to do. I'm thinking to do it over 2 pages so it's not cramped at all, but that's what I'm feeling like for March's spread for my reading journal. And then I have my bullet journal, which is a little bit chunkier, and this is where I keep all of my tasks that I need to do for the month, and then have my weekly layouts so that I know what I need to do each day, because I am a massive planner. I love having to-do lists. I get a lot of satisfaction in being able to tick off all the jobs, plus it keeps me on track and being able to juggle work and YouTube and everything else. So I need to set up March. I need to set up March. I have pulled a few things aside that I would like to use. I'm thinking of going for more like a academia vibe, and we'll see, because I did it different. So in January for my setups, I kept the themes really similar across both books, and then in February I did them very differently, and I preferred that. I really liked that, and I like having this one be more of like a vintage feel and then this one be more cutesy and fun. That's what we're going to do again for March, is have 2 very different themes. Plus I think it's more interesting for you to watch is to see 2 different themes rather than seeing 2 very similar themes across the same thing. That was my thinking anyway. So yeah, so we've said book shopping, journal setup. Oh, and of course I want to change up my display because it will no longer be Valentine's in March. So I'm thinking to go for some spring themes. I actually picked up something from Amsterdam when I went there a few months ago. You can tell I wasn't prepared to do this intro because I've been rushing to get everything. But I have these. I picked these up while I was in Amsterdam and I absolutely loved them. I got them specifically for thinking these would be a really nice spring display. So I'm thinking to do that. I'm thinking not to do too much for March. I want to do these and we'll see what else I can find, but I'm thinking of keeping it really like simple, because for the last few months, you know, we've had the paper hearts, we've had paper snowflakes and Christmas decorations and stuff, so I feel like it would be quite nice to have it a little bit like cleaner and things, and then maybe going into April we can add more to it, so it's going to be a display that gets added to each month across spring, and maybe do the same for like summer and that. But yeah, I feel like these are really cute. I really like them. They're wooden and I fell in love with them, so I picked these ones up specifically for this display. So I'm going to do that, and I think that's everything I need to do for this video. So I hope you're all doing really well. Let me know, what are some things that you like to do to get yourself ready for the month ahead. I'm not actually going to do any of the reset stuff today because, as I said, this is the start of my romanticize your day vlog, so I'm just going to be leaving it at that. This is the only kind of YouTube work thing that I'm going to be doing. The rest of it is just enjoying this day, but I'm thinking to do some of the journaling, maybe start one of them this week, and we'll see how it goes from there. But yes, thank you so much for joining me, and probably the next thing you see is going to be a bit of b-roll of whatever journal I decide to start off with. I'll catch up with you probably in a few days time. We'll see how it goes. These reset videos, for me, the reset takes place across the whole month, so I tend to just pop in and out every so often when I've got updates of things that I've done. But anyway, I'll catch up with you soon, and until then, enjoy the b-roll. I was going to say enjoy your day and things like that, which for me it's going to be different days, so I hope you have enjoyed your days in between these updates. But yes, okay, I'm gonna go. It has been a few days. I don't know exactly how long, but it's been a few days, and I'm here to update you with what we have done and the plans of what I would like to get done, hopefully today. So we'll see how that all goes. But what I did, as we saw, I started off with the reading journal setup, and I just did this as a really cutesy and fun. That was the idea that I was going for. I wasn't going for anything in particular. I just had that sticker sheet and I really wanted to show it off, and I'm really pleased with how it came out. It was just a lot of fun. Like, this is probably the most basic I've done in a little while, but it was just really fun, really silly, and I just wanted that. I just wanted some fun, happy vibes because we're going into spring. It's going to be really good, and yeah, I feel like I did that. It was so simple. It did not take me long to do at all. There wasn't much thought into it. It was just, I like these stickers, let's stick them down, and that was it. And I enjoyed it. It was really good. But it did mean, because I got that done so quickly, I was able to do my Discord book club setup as well. So this is going to be all the Discord books that we pick for the book club. I'm sure there was a better way of me saying that, but yeah, this is that spread, which I'm very pleased with. Again, nice and simple. I kept it in theme with the original start of the year theme that I did, where it's very plant focused. The only difference is that where I did actual illustrations myself of plants, instead this time I just used stickers because I didn't feel like drawing them all out, and I'm very pleased with this. I had these stickers to use up anyway, so it worked. So I'm very pleased with how that's all turned out, and I think it's just a really nice way to keep it all in one place of all the books that get chosen for the book club. And I still wish I did it at the start, but at least it kind of breaks up the year by having this halfway through the year. That's the idea anyway. So yeah, so I'm really pleased we got that done. It didn't take too long at all, which was really good because I ended up being really busy on the day that I did this, and just actually in the last few days I've been quite busy. As we saw, I did also do the Canva calendar setup of what I'm going to be doing, like in terms of video plans for March. So I do this actually every single month, and it's a little perk on Discord. If you're part of Discord, you get to see it. It's just something I like doing. So I do have a calendar every single month in this bullet journal, which I did show a few times now, but it's very simple. It just has a little monthly calendar of all the videos and the dates of when they're going to be going up, and then on this side I have a little tick box to say when they've been filmed, edited and uploaded. It's a really good way to keep myself on track with what I'm doing. I was just taking pictures of those calendars to put into Discord, but my handwriting is atrocious at the best of times, and when it's that small it's even worse. Like sometimes I even struggle with what the hell I've written. So instead I changed it up and I've been doing it in Canva, and I just do that every single month, and then once that's all been done, I download it, put it into into Discord. And I just think it's a nice way for everyone to know what to expect, what's coming up in the next month, what videos I've got planned. And it's also a good space for, like, if anyone's got any video ideas they would like to see, they can put it in there, or if I'm not sure about particular videos or when to do them, I can put it in there and people can vote and stuff. But generally speaking, as a minimum, I put in what's going to be happening in the coming month so that they know what's happening. I don't know whether anyone actually likes seeing that or something, but it's something that I like doing, so I just whack it in there. So if you're ever curious and you would like to join, you can do that as well. So yeah, I got those couple of things done, which is really good, but I still have quite a lot I need to do. I've got my bullet journal set up that I need to do. I also need to start sorting out the decor, especially because I want to today get some filming done for March. I've got some books here for an unhaul video I want to do. I need to do the March TBR. Before I can do any of that though, I do need to clear out the decor for February and get that all changed up so it's ready for the March decor. So I am thinking for March to keep it very simple in this corner. I'm thinking just to remove the hearts and not do much else. As we saw, I do have those tulips, which I'm going to be using over there. And I also have this fake grass. It's only a small little square of it, but it actually works perfectly for where I've got some books on top of like this little drawer thing that I've got. It's actually the perfect size for that, so I'm really pleased. I picked this up at this little odds and ends store called The Works. It was very cheap. So I'm going to be putting that down. This is probably going to stay for a while now because we're going into spring and summer, so I feel like it works for that. So yeah, so I've got that I would like to use, and that's it. Like, I'm thinking keep it really, really simple, and I can add to it. I think I said this already, that I can then add to it as we go through spring. I feel like that's a good idea. We'll see how it all goes. So that's something I definitely want to do next. I would also like to go book shopping. Because I'm filming my March TBR today, fingers crossed, it means I will have an idea of what I got onto my TBR, and then I've got a better idea of books that I want to add to it that didn't quite fit in, and also like the Discord book, whether that managed to fit into the TBR. I wanted to go through all of that, so I want to get the TBR filmed once we've decorated, then I can go through, add any extra books to that TBR that I would like to get read, and also do the book shopping. So I feel like that's the next important part, is all of those little bits. So I've got lots to get done, so this update is going to be a bit quicker because I want to get on and do all of it. The next thing, the very next thing I'm going to do the minute I've stopped talking is take down all of these, and then I can start filming the other bits that I wanted to get filmed, and then we can do the rest of it. So I'll check in with you probably in a few days time again. Let's get on with it. Let's get changing up this decor. Evening. I have just started my Tuck Your TBR readathon, but I thought I'd take a few moments just to quickly pop in here and update, because I realise it's been a little while, and I did go book shopping, and we have taken down all the decorations and changed up everything ready for March. Really pleased with how it's looking. I think it's really nice. It also feels quite kind of refreshing to have it be a little bit more clear again rather than a bit more cluttered. I mean, it's still cluttered because I am a maximalist at heart, but just feeling a little bit less cluttered with all the paper hearts and stuff. So it's quite nice. I am enjoying it, but that's not what you're here for. Well, it is, because it's part of the reset video, but I'm sure you're more interested in how the book shopping went. If you saw from the b-roll, you would know what book we ended up with, but I did start off with going in thinking I was going to choose something quite small and cozy and just sweet feeling, you know? And I did find that exact book. It was a book about two cats, and it was from the cat's perspective, and it was actually the very first book I found, and I kept it with me. I was holding it in my hand because I was like, I don't want to go get it just yet. I want to have a look around the rest of the shop. It was the first thing. So when you first walk into my local Waterstones, they have like a wall of new hardback fiction, and I just thought I'm going to have a look there first, where I tend to look first. Like, you've got the tables and stuff as well, and I just had a little look, and that was the first book I found. But I thought, I haven't even looked at the rest of the sections yet, so no, I'm gonna wait. And I didn't end up with that short, cute little book. No. Instead, I went for a massive, chunky book, a chunky fantasy, no less, and it's Mordu. And this is by Alex Phoebe? I'm gonna say Phoebe. I am not sure, actually. I should have checked that pronunciation before I came on here. That is not good. But this is a book that I've actually been looking at for months, if not years, because of this cover. I really like this cover. I think it's really interesting. I like the black and white. I think it's really striking to then have the title in red. I don't know, something about it has just always called out to me. But I've never heard anyone talking about this book, like, at all. anywhere. And I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, whether this is an undiscovered really good fantasy book or whether it's not that good and that's why people haven't been looking at it. I haven't checked Goodreads. I don't tend to be quite honest. I don't tend to check Goodreads. But I just thought, you know what, actually, as much as cute and stuff would be nice, I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know, I'll probably enjoy this cute cat book. But would I reread this cute cat book? I don't think so. And so I then thought, well, if I really like this fantasy book, I think it's a trilogy. Pretty sure all of them are out at the moment. If it is a trilogy, I'm pretty sure there's 3 books out. If I like it, I know I would reread this sort of thing. So I decided to go with this one. And it literally says, God is dead, his corpse hidden in the catacombs beneath Mordu. In the slums of the sea-battered city, a young boy called Nathan Trevis lives with his parents, eking out a meagre existence by picking treasures from the living mud and the half-formed, short-lived creatures it spawns. Until one day his desperate mother sells him to the mysterious master of Mordu. The master derives his magical power from feeding on the corpse of God, but Nathan, despite his fear and lowly station, has his own strength, and it is greater than the master has ever known. Great enough to destroy everything the master has built, if only Nathan can discover how to use it. So it is that the master begins to scheme against him, and Nathan has to fight his way through the betrayals, secrets and vendettas of the city where God was murdered and darkness reigns. It sounds really, really good. It sounds really dark. I will say, this book is massive, but I was having a little look through it. We have an interesting map. I haven't quite seen a map like that before. I do like that. We then have a dramatis person, so a list of characters that we're going to have. This reminds me of the Secret Society of Tea and Treason, where it had the list of characters and it had some really funny things to say in it. So like one of them is Rika, a destructive demon best left in its place of origin. We've got a dog with mysterious senses, and I don't know, there was just something about it that sounded really fun. And then we have additionally, in the pages of this book you will find many unusual things, including but not limited to an angry peacock in a cage, an arm that becomes transparent, lots of random things. We have a family of elephants unfairly labelled, some friendly fish, a number of ghosts, a princess in disguise. Like, there is lots of random things. Literally just listed all these random items and different people, and it sounds really fun. We also have a zoo filled with screaming exhibit, and then it goes into part 1. Now at the back though, we have glossary. Look at the size of this glossary. The book itself is 512 pages long. With the glossary, it makes it 617 pages. We have 105 pages just of glossary. I am so intrigued. I really do not know what to think, but I am excited for it. You'll have to let me know if you've read Mordu. Like I say, I've not heard anyone talking about it. I feel like the size is intimidating. Having a 100-page glossary is also intimidating, but I feel like it's going to be one of those darker, grittier books, but with a really fun sense of humour, because that's what I'm getting from this. I've just realised I've done this whole update with you barely see me. Like, I look like I'm shrinking. That's a bit better. Do I want to refilm this just so it looks a bit better on camera? At this point, no. No. We are 7 minutes into this update. I am not refilming it, but this angle is much better. But yes, so I decided to go with Mordu. Was this a smart idea? No, especially with the TBR I've got, because TBR game is going to be coming out after this. We've already got a chunky book on there. To be fair, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Stressed about it more than I should have, and I kept saying, oh my god, there's going to be so much to read and so much to get through, but actually it's really not that bad, because I managed to fit in a couple of the books for a specific reading vlog I want to do. So in March I am doing a cozy sci-fi reading vlog, and this was put to me by Morgan over on Discord. They had so many options for a good cozy sci-fi. I was like, you know what, I'm going to make this into a video. And so I've picked a couple of those out of the list that they sent, and that is what I would like to do. So thankfully I actually managed to get 2 of the books I want to read for that vlog in the TBR game. So my TBR game and all my flapping around and saying, oh my god, there's so many books. It's not, girl, calm yourself down. It does mean I have 1 book left on there which I didn't manage to fit on, which I'm hoping my library still has. I went to my library, be over a week ago now, and they had a copy then, but I didn't want to take it out knowing I'm not going to read it till March, so I'd literally just be hanging on to it for no reason. And that is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. and this is by Becky Chambers, I believe. I am doing this from memory because I don't own the book, but from when I last went to my library, they had a copy there. So I would like to go to my library probably about the week before. I plan on filming that reading vlog and then picking up whatever books I can to do part of that readathon. Obviously 2 of them readathon? No, the reading vlog. 2 of them you'll already know when the TBR video comes out. So yeah, so that's the 3rd one that I would like to read for that, which is about a 400-ish page book, I think, from what I remember. That's why I was starting to get a bit panicky about things, because I'm like, I have got quite a chunky TBR. I've got that book I want to read. I have the Discord book I want to read, which I'll come to next. And then I still needed to go book shopping, and I decided to go for another chunky book. So my TBR is quite hefty. But the Discord book club pick for March, I am so excited about, and that is The Will of the Many by James Islington. I was a right pleb because the prompt came up for foiling on the cover, and I feel like this copper, I feel like it doesn't quite count as foiling because it's not actually that shiny. It's actually pretty matte, so it didn't really count. But I didn't check under the dust jacket, although now I've just checked under the dust jacket and it's grey. Some people have had a really nice edition where it's a navy blue and it's actually foiling under the dust jacket. I feel a little bit cheated. But there is a little bit of copper foiling here, so I feel like I could have made it work. I'm fine with that, to be fair. I think it'll be more interesting to see what you choose if you watch that video and you want to choose. But this is The Will of the Many. It's finally been chosen for Discord. I'm pretty sure it's been on most of the Discord book club as an option, and it's always been really high, but it just won this month. It won by a landslide. I think a lot of us really want to read this one, obviously because it won by a landslide, but like a lot of us were saying, you know what, even if this one doesn't get picked, we want to read it soon regardless. And I think that swayed the votes in the end. But yeah, this sounds absolutely fantastic. I haven't read anything by this author, but I know they've done another fantasy series. But this one is about an elite academy, and we are following a main character who tells the Republic that their name is Viz Telemus, but it's not actually their name. Viz is infiltrating this academy. So the way this society works is that I am paraphrasing here, I'm probably going to do a terrible job of it all. People in society give up their will to the people in upper society, and that kind of makes the world run better or something along those lines. But Viz, our main character, is kind of like going against this for reasons. What we get on the synopsis is what Viz is telling the academy, and that is the name Viz, which may not even be true, the fact that, you know, good fortune alone has led to their acceptance among their most prestigious school. Tell them that once I graduate, I would gladly join the rest of civilized society and allow my strength, my drive, my focus to be leached away and added to the power of them. Except this is not true, because they've actually been sent to the academy to find answers, to solve a murder, to search for an ancient weapon, to uncover secrets that might tear the Republic apart. There's a lot going on. I feel like it's a very interesting political fantasy. There's going to be lots of different plates spinning. I think the synopsis itself is huge. It goes over quite a lot, but Viz themselves is actually being pulled in 2 different directions. They've got to try and fool the academy, and they've also got to try and fool the hierarchy that wants them to infiltrate this place and to do all these things. And so he's kind of juggling a lot of different things, so we'll see what happens. I am intrigued. I've had nothing but good reviews about this book, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But this is yet another chunky ass book. It's over 500 pages. Adding to the TBR that you'll be seeing in a couple days time, we have 2 chunky fantasy books and a chunky sci-fi book. So we'll see how it goes. Honestly, considering I was freaked out about the fact that I had a chunky Discord book and a chunky sci-fi book to read for the month, and that was before my TBR, and I was like freaking out about that. And then after my TBR was filmed, I then went book shopping and I went and bought another chunky book. This was not smart, but it's what has happened. So the last thing to do for this video is actually the bullet journal. So I think we're going to set that up, not today because I've got my readathon today, but we're going to set that up soon, probably one evening after work, and then I'll wrap up this video just in time to get it all edited and uploaded, ready for you to watch. But yeah, anyway, this was a really rambly update. I'm so sorry. I've been chatting for almost 15 minutes at this point. But yeah, we have some chunky books added to the TBR, and honestly, even though it's chunky, I'm really excited for them. I don't think I'm going to get to everything on my TBR. We're gonna see. We might be able to, but considering I have got, including my TBR, 4 chunky books already, plus a potential another chunky book depending on what you all vote for, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 short books. I'm gonna say there's a lot of wishful thinking going on there, but we're gonna try. and we're gonna try and have fun with it. But yes, okay, I'm actually gonna stop and actually drink my hot drink that I've just made and start my readathon, and I'll check in with you once I finish my bullet journal and we'll wrap up this reset. Like it's been ages since I've updated on here, and it has been, to be fair, but we're almost at the end of February and everything is now done for March. As you saw, I did my March setup on my bullet journal. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I really like the theme. There was a couple of things that didn't work. So I got this sticker sheet from Notebook Therapy when I was ordering some of the notebooks because I like having a couple of spare. Overall, I like the theme of this, but I'm not a massive fan of these middle bits. I feel like this could have been done better. It's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad, but it's not my favourite. This is my first time trying it with horizontal. Normally I have like washi tape or something going down the middle, and I don't mind it being horizontal. I think it breaks it up, but I think it would have been better with washi tape rather than big stickers that changed. I didn't have any ones that were matching or consistent throughout it all. The one I like the most is this one, and I only did this because I'd done it wrong, and so I stickered over what I'd done. I feel like if I'd had more of these, then I wouldn't have minded so much, but I didn't. I only had these ones. But I think overall it works. I mean, my bullet journal setups are really basic and simple because that's just what works for me. So yeah, it's fine. It's done what I wanted it to do, so it's good. We're done. We are set up for March, and I'm very pleased that that is all done. So to recap, we have done my reading journal setup, we've done my bullet journal setup, we've done the March Canva calendar for Discord, so that's all done. We've done the book shopping, we've changed up my little display for the seasons, although my bat is staying. I don't know why, I just love it. I just love the little bat, and a scarf has now come off because it's starting to get warmer. I know it's really silly, but I do love it. So yeah, this is really good. This is actually going to stay similar. The book will change each month, but then I think for April or May, as I've already said, we're just going to add different decor to this so that it's all done, and then it will probably do a bigger change come June time, ready for summer. And yeah, we went through the different books that I add into my TBR. So I think overall this has been a very productive video, which is the idea behind all of these, and I am completely set up for March, which I'm really pleased with. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you do enjoy these. I know these are actually probably one of the most repetitive videos on my channel. Actually, I think there's a few. There's like 3 videos a month which are very repetitive that I think you know what you're going to get from it, and that is the TBR videos, because I have my TBR game and that doesn't change, the wrap-ups where I just do my smash or pass and just talk about the books that I've read for the month, and now resets where we do the same things every time. But I hope you enjoy it anyway. Like, these are the sort of things that I like watching other people do. I like seeing their different journal setups that they're doing for the month. I like these little things, so I just hope you enjoy it as well. But as always, if there's anything that you would like to see more of in these videos, then always put those in the comments below, or if you have any other video ideas that you want me to do, again, just let me know in the comments below. I'm always open for it. Even if it's like you want a themed vlog and you've got this idea and you think it would be fun, again, put them in the comments below. Like, I always have plans, like I've got my videos planned for a little while, but that doesn't mean they can't change. So, you know, just let me know if there's anything you would like to see, because as much as I'm making these videos, I'm making these videos for you, so I want to make sure that you're watching the things that you want to watch. But yeah, that is everything for this video, so thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you that takes the time to watch these videos. It really does mean the absolute most to me. If you've made it this far but you just don't know what you would like to comment, then leave like a notebook emoji in the comments below. That will just let me know that you're here. That's everything. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it that thumbs up, subscribe and comment. Those 3 things really do help this channel out, so thank you so much. My social media links and anyone I've mentioned will always be linked below for you, and I will of course catch you in the very next video.